sometimes people come to my office and they tell me that they hate their bodies. They work out all the time, they eat right, and they still hate their bodies. It's a constant pursuit to get to a place where they can accept themselves, and it never comes. How do you help them?
Well, first of all, I would ask, what do you like about your body, and what is it specifically that you're wanting to change? Are you looking at yourself in a mirror as a whole and saying, well, I just hate what I see? Or is it this specific one area that could be worked on that maybe you're not sure how to do so? Or is it that you're seeing all of these, Victoria's Secret models with really unrealistic and airbrushed skin and all of these things that aren't realistic because it's all Photoshop, and that's the expectation. That's an unrealistic expectation to have.
Where you're looking is important. Another thing is the realization that very little of your actual worth comes from how you look. It feels good to look good. It feels good to like what you see in a mirror. However, what kind of person are you is an important line of thought to chase. Because what if I don't look good? What if I don't like how I look? What if I am not quite the perfect weight? What does that mean about me? Well, it means that what exactly? There's an irrational belief in there, and chasing that down can help you to readjust what your expectation is.
It's very rarely that we meet people and we just like, oh, I loved their hair, but I hated their teeth, and you're just like ripping them apart. You're looking at their interactions and how they responded to you and how you communicated and them as a person. And so it's the same with you. You're looking at yourself very critically and very physically, but there's so much more to you than that, just like there's so much more to other people as well.
I sometimes ask people, do you look at other people and like judge what they're wearing and how their teeth look and how their hair looks? And usually the answer is no. Every now and then I'll ask somebody and they'll be like, yes, I do. I sure do. I look at him and I'm like, look at you. That shirt's too small. And I'm like, this is a new shirt. It's got my name on it. If that's the case, that is speaking to something that's going on in your heart and your mind. And that I would say that's a unfortunate level of insecurity whenever it's something that you're throwing at other, and it's also something that you would be throwing at yourself. The wrapper of the candy bar isn't the good part. Your physical appearance hopefully isn't just the good part. Now, for those of us who look at other people and like, well, no, I wasn't looking at their body, I was actually looking at how they interacted with me. Well, that's actually a much more fair standard, and it's also a standard that you probably practice if you're not looking at people, judging them for their looks. Why in the world would you not hold yourself to the same standard? You're not looking at everyone else, judging them for their crazy long curly hair. Why would you do that to yourself?
Exactly. There are times that we see ourselves not how we actually are. There are girls who receive compliments over things and they can't see it. So know that.
Allow a compliment to stick.
Yeah.
If someone gives you one, there's a reason why they're giving you one, and usually it's not because they're manipulative or condescending.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is a big one. This is one that we come across regularly. I recommend some counseling. It might help. That's something that Destini does. That's something that I do. Feel free to give us a call.